Hello, everybody. What's up? Welcome to another week of the LPL Doubles Season 1, week number 3. I have a bit of an interesting team here this week, and I'm doing a bit of a different intro style to show you guys through this screen instead of how I've been doing it, what the team is and what it's going to look like. So, effectively, what we got here is a pretty simple team. You'll notice two weird Pokemon that three Pokemon you haven't seen before, two of which are actually new. They're trades. I made a few trades, including, but not limited to, they are limited to, I traded Grimmsnarl and, what was the other Pokemon that I traded away? Grimmsnarl and Rotom, as well as Lycanroc Dusk, which you guys have not seen, for Liepard, Electros, and Mamoswine. So I have Liepard and Mamoswine here. The reasons being why I felt like Liepard would be able to support Staraptor and the rest of the team better with Priority Weather, Fake Tears, Charm. Grimmsnarl got Fake Tears, but it didn't get Charm. I didn't really need screens, and I had other ways to set up screens, so I wasn't super worried about it. Prankster Encore, Liepard is a better supportive move pool, in my opinion. This is what I went with. It might bite me in the ass, but who knows? This week here, we have pretty silly sets, I would say. My opponent, Blank, has won his last two games with a bit of hacks involved, and so I am here to out-hacks hacks with things like Bright Powder Vivian with 75% accurate sleep powders, and Choice Scarf Rock-Slide flinches, and hoping that that will do the job. He also has a pretty hard Trick Room team. He's fixed his speed tiers with some trades since, so I could see him not running Trick Room. But if I see a Trick Room mode, especially for his Megas, thrive in Trick Room. He has Mega Mawile, Mega Drampa, and Mega Scrafty. So if I see a Trick Room mode, I can bring Gourgeist, I can imprison Trick Room, I also stop his team from clicking Protect, which is huge. Pyroar is a pretty simple set. Heat Wave is going to be the move of choice with Protect to do silly things. He has a Milotic, so I needed Solar Beam to be able to hopefully nuke that, although it doesn't do as much damage as I wanted it to against a no-investment Milotic. It's only like 70%, which is not great. And I have Hyper Beam, because he also has a Flash Fire Arcanine. And I could very much see him bringing that, and to try to wall Pyroar. And Hyper Beam OHKOs a non-invested, non-bulky Arcanine. And I'm guaranteed outspeed, as long as he's not Choice Scarf. Vivian is here to keep the rest of the team alive with Friend Guard, Pollen Puff, and Rage Powder, and provide some additional support with things like Tailwind and Sleep Powder. Because I wanted the Focus Sash on Liepard, I figured it was best to have Bright Powder on Vivian. That was the best way to keep it alive. I didn't, because even with a Resist Berry, it's still going to die to a lot of his stronger moves. So, I figured this was the better option. He also had a lot of ways to hit it for super effective damage, so I couldn't really pick which one to prep for. And we'll see how it goes, if it bites me in the ass or not. He's probably not going to miss a single move into Vivian, and that's okay. Liepard is a pretty simple set. Encore, Fake Out, Fake Tears, Sunny Day. Fake Tears to weaken his Pokemon for Pyroar, but also to, if I decide to Mega Staraptor, make it bulkier. Fake Out for just general Fake Out support is nice to have, breaking the Gale Wings on his Talonflame, if he brings it. Encore to stop him from doing silly things like Trick Room and Protect. I can Encore him into those moves. And Sunny Day to further support the Pyroar. Then we have Staraptor, who is most likely not going to Mega Evolve this week. There's a chance. It does a lot of damage into things, but actually the big targets for it are going to be clicking Reckless Brave Birds if it's going to be actually attacking, which is going to do bigger damage than if I Mega Evolved with just the Reckless ability. And those targets are going to be into the Scrafty and the Sinistra. I have about a 50% chance to kill the Scrafty if it's max HP, no other bulk, and I have a guaranteed Oko on max HP Sinistra with the Brave Bird. Close Combat is a strong move to use, especially if I decide to Mega Evolve. And then Final Gambit is going to be the real reason we are doing this. The only Pokemon on his draft, let me pull it up to confirm for you. The only Pokemon on his draft that have more HP than my Staraptor are Arcanine, who I don't think will be running max HP, Milotic, who very much could be, Oranguru, who very much could be, and that's it. All of his Megas, his Talonflame, his Manectric, his Gliscor, who are all kind of bulky Pokemon that are hard to get rid of, get nuked by Final Gambit. He has Sinistra, which he can always swap in, and I need to be aware of and careful of, but I'm also not choice locked in like a lot of other ladder Staraptors, so that puts me in a good spot. I have enough speed, if we shift tabs here, to outspeed everything on his team except for the Manectric and Talonflame without Mega Evolving, and if I do Mega Evolve, I outspeed the Manectric. And I have enough HP to guaranteed Oko any Pokemon that doesn't have more HP than me. I didn't need more investment because it didn't matter at that point. They'd be low enough that the bit of chip that I would get from my other Pokemon would finish them off. Right. If I'm ever going to click it into a Pokemon like the Arcanine or the Milotic or the Oranguru. It's another way to stop him from getting up Trick Room, is kind of my thought process. And then the attack investment is just the stats that I had left, and like I said, with that investment, I have some pretty good rolls into some of his weak Pokemon to Brave Bird, as well as just decent damage across the board with Close Combat. The last Pokemon is Mamoswine, Choice Scarf, Rock Slide, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, Ice Shard. Very simple set, going for flinches, going for strong Earthquakes with Vivillon or Staraptor next to me. Or if he has a faster Choice Scarfer, or if he still has the Gale Wings on the Talonflame late game and I really need to break it, I can Ice Shard. And then that can guarantee that Pyro speed ties Talonflame, which is huge. Which is why I'm actually not max speed Pyro, but I don't think he's gonna be max speed Talonflame either. So I don't know. I don't know exactly what he's going to be running around with, but Gourgeist's stats are kind of all over the board. Meant to take hits from Pokemon like the Drampa, like the Mawile, as best as it can, like the Milotic, the Gliscor. And it's also has Poltergeist to hopefully do really big damage into the Sinistra. Even with 0 attack investment, I am the large form this week, which is a pretty good attack stat, and can do some pretty good damage. And yeah, Vivillon mostly invested in bulk with some speed, and Liepard is just guaranteed outspeed whatever it can, and then the rest in attack for stronger fakeouts, and a bit of bulk to take Sucker Punches better. But I don't really need anything on it because I'm Focus Sash, right? So the big thing I have to worry about is Fake Out. His only Fake Out user is his Mega Scrafty. He does have technically 4 Intimidators with Arcanine, Mawile, Scrafty, and then Mega Scrafty. So I have to be aware of that. That's why I am not really planning on using my Staraptor, but if I do, it's going to have Contrary. Gourgeist and Liepard aren't very strong Pokemon in general, who are more supportive this week. And Mamoswine has Oblivious. And my main source of damage is a special attacker with Pyroar. I didn't really do a lot of prep this week. I don't have very good modes into his team. The thought process is mostly going to be click the funny button with Pyroar and see how it goes. His team does not do phenomenally into fire. It's really just that Arcanine and the Milotic, even the Talonflame, doesn't appreciate a Heat Wave, and definitely doesn't appreciate a Hyper Beam. And also won't appreciate Mamoswine being next to it, clicking Rock Slide. So spread spam is really good. And just general supportive things this week. Let's see if we come out here. If my opponent is in the room. Looks like he is. So I'm going to ready up, and we will wait for him. In the meantime, how's everyone liking the league so far? I saw one comment asking for PRs. If you guys want me to do them, like the video, comment, tell me, please. I wouldn't mind doing them, I just need to find time to do it, and the more incentive I have to do it, the better. So, yeah, some more just general thoughts on the matchup while we're waiting here. I didn't bring Intimidate on Staraptor, partially because I liked the reckless damage rolls, but also partially because he has Melodic with competitive, and I really didn't want to accidentally give that a boost. I made a last second change to the Pyroar because I realized I didn't have a ton for Melodic on this team. And so I added Solar Beam to the set. I originally had Snarl. I realized that I would have had to have been careful for that as well. Hyper Beam and Solar Beam do about the same damage. Into Melodic, Solar Beam is a bit stronger and a bit more consistent in the sun. And then I can click Hyper Beam if sun isn't up, right? Other just general thoughts. I don't know if I see Gliscor coming. It's not a very good Pokemon into me, I don't think. Although I am pretty weak to flying. I think he's going to see that and really lean into Talonflame, though. Ugh. I didn't bring any of my flying resists, so Talonflame could be a major problem for me. But I think I am just going to be clicking buttons like Fake Out and Fake Out, Choice Scarf, Rock Slide, and having a good time. I think he wants me to join a VC with him for this battle, but I would rather not talk to my opponent in a video. That just seems unprofessional, right? I'm very sleep deprived today. I was up way too late. And yeah, my friends insisted on making me play Destiny, which, I mean, they didn't insist on making me play. I offered to play with them, obviously, because I like to play games with my friends. I'm not a big fan of games like Destiny, though, and they decided to do this dungeon that took way too fucking long. We started at, like, 11 p.m., and we played until about 3 in the morning. So, Blank is ready. I have my Wolfie VGC, the World Champ Difference notebook here, so I'm going to write down some of his Pokemon off the bat. Drampa, Arcanine, Manectric, Milotic, and he didn't bring the one Pokemon I really expected, which is huge, is the Scrafty. I really didn't have anything on this team for the Scrafty. This team, he also didn't bring Talonflame. Wait, he didn't bring Talonflame. I think I have a really good opportunity to lead something like Mamoswine, Staraptor, and just rip damage. Either Brave Bird or Final Gambit into the Sinistra if he tries to go Trick Room. I can rip Earthquake if he leads Manectric and Protect. And then I'll have Vivian in the back, and Sinistra is his only Trick Room setter. I think I'll go Pyroar. He doesn't have Tailwind, he doesn't have Trick Room. He has no way to outspeed me here if I get rid of the Sinistra. I have the pretty overwhelming speed advantage, except for that Manectric. Obviously, he could have something like Choice Scarf Arcanine, but let's see what he's going to bring. I need to make sure I am taking notes. Chicken Nugget, and so he has Milotic and Sinistra as leads. So, no, I don't want to Mega Evolve. Do not want to Mega Evolve. Yeah, I'm just gonna rip Brave Bird into the Sinistra and swap. Brave Bird into the Sinistra should pick up the kill. And then he's probably gonna go for a water move. Probably Muddy Water if I had to guess. I can just Rock Slide. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna Rock Slide. This should, if it's defensive Sinistra, the chip should help pick up the kill. Rock Slide does 20 and 21%. He has Koba Berry. Ooh. Okay. That's a problem. Okay. So he does get Trick Room up. He does go for Ice Beam into that. So my strategy for getting rid of the Trick Room... Ah! I flinched him. Perfect! My strategy for getting up the Trick Room cannot be the, It cannot be to, just click Brave Bird anymore. I have other options, obviously. I've come very prepared for it, so I think I'm just going to Rockslide Brave Bird again, because I don't want to let him get Trick Room up. He went for the Rage Powder. Perfect. So Sinistra will be dead here. I missed the Sinistra. Ooh, okay. No, I missed the Milotic. I thought Milotic... Okay, the names are confusing me. That's not fun. But I pick up the kill. Sinistra is dead, and Staraptor's probably going down as well. If I had to guess, he's probably going to Ice Beam Staraptor. Muddy Water. Okay, never mind. I think I'm good? Mamoswine dies. Ooh. That was, what, 101? Muddy Water. And then, I did, like, 84. Ice Beam. Okay. The Milotic is still really healthy. I think something I can go for here is... I think I can go for Sleep Powder here. Sleep Powder Protect sounds pretty alright. I'll go to Vivian here. He's gonna send out the Arcanine, which actually sucks. He's Intimidate, which is interesting. He's not... Okay, interesting. Yeah, I think he's gonna go for the kill on Staraptor here. I don't see why he wouldn't, so I'm just going to Protect. And go for the Sleep Powder into the Milotic, I think. And hopefully Vivian dodges. He's got Arcanine, which is Intimidate. I Protect. He goes for Wild Charge into the Protect. Cool. Wild Charge. I get the Sleep Powder off, which is huge. Done moves. Viv. Master. Then Milo. Ice Beam. Okay. So, now what I think I can go for is Mega Evolve. He's probably... I think I go Mega Evolve, Close Combat into the Milotic. And I Rage Powder, hoping that he'll miss. I don't know why I Mega Evolve there, really. Oh, I have a Nerve instead of Adaptability on Pyroar. That's not good. That's not good at all. Oh, this might have been a huge mistake. Wild Charge connects. I live. Wild Charge to about 154. And it woke up. That fucking sucks. And it didn't miss. Of course it didn't miss. Accuracy rose is funny. Okay. Okay. What do we do here? What do we do here? Gotta send out Pyroar. Obviously. I think he used Choice Scarf on the Arcanine, which sucks. I think I rip CC into the... I'm gonna write Scarf question mark. Scarf question mark. Oh no, wait, I attacked first, didn't I? Before he wild charged? So he's not Scarf. I don't remember. I'm gonna rip CC into the Milotic to hopefully get the kill, and I'm gonna Hyper Beam the Arcanine. I'm not Adaptability. He won't know that. He protects, okay. He does outspeed. Okay, he is Scarf. His choice Scarf. Hyper Beam should pick up the kill, but I think I lose this set, unfortunately. I do get to find out what Pokemon he had in the back. But yeah, with Pyroar on cooldown, that does kill. Non-Mega Pyroar. I actually want to do calc for that quick. Non-Mega. My dog is eating his breakfast into Arcanine. I am on Nerve. He had Mawile in the back. Hyper Beam into not bulky does 90 to 107. I'm going to assume he has some HP. Actually, even if he's max HP, I still always killed there. It's not connected. Oh wait, I don't have a choice to make. That's why it's not connecting. Cool. And so that is going to be round 1. Round 1 loss. He went for Protect? Why did he go for Protect? I Hyper Beamed. He reveals... I mean, I knew he had Protect on it. He reveals more moves. Okay, I mean, he's giving me an opportunity to fight here, but I think I lose regardless. I need a crit on the Milotic, I think, for Heat Wave to do anything. He goes for Sucker Punch. He reveals more moves. I'm okay with that. Okay. I lost, but I think I got a lot more information there than he did. And I know pretty consistently how to stop him from getting a Trick Room. He has Koba, not... He has Koba, not, Akka. So Sinistcha, he could be Heat Proof. He could be Heat Proof. If he's Heat Proof, and I'm Mega in the Sun, I still have a really good chance to kill. I still have a really good chance. Oh, no, that's not bulky. He could be Heat Proof. If he's not Heat Proof, I pretty much guaranteed kill. Let me look at the Staraptor. I wasn't Mega. I was just normal Reckless Brave Bird with Koba. Something. Koba Berry. I didn't check the damage numbers on that. I think I did about 21. I brought it down to about 20%. I think it was 24. So that would be 55-ish. So it is max HP, not defensive, is my guess. Huh, okay. Is it heat proof? It's probably heat proof. So what do I do here instead? I think I need Mamoswine in the back. I think I go Gourgeist, Pyroar in the lead. With Lipard and Mamo in the back. Not bringing Viv, which sucks. Viv is really good into him. I need to stop Trick Room. How else do I stop Trick Room? I can Encore it after, but that doesn't stop it. How much does Icicle Crash do into it from Mamoswine? Max HP. It has a chance to kill. I could also go Mamo, Pyroar, lead. I think Mamo... no. Yeah, Rock Slide. That falls into range for Rock Slide too. This Milotic Sinistra lead is an issue, right? I think I just need to confirm this and hope for the best. Okay, he leads with the neck trick this time. Which is interesting. And Sinistra. I have... It's Magnet and... Oh, I knew it was Koba anyways. So Magnet is good to know. Oh, I put those on the wrong Pokemon. Oh, I put a lot of these moves in the wrong spots. Whoopsies! Okay, well that's gonna suck for me for later, but, I think I'm just gonna rip Heatwave Poltergeist. Kinda sounds good. I could miss, but I think Heatwave Poltergeist is a good play. I'm gonna find out if he's heatproof. Heatwave comes out. Just OHKOs both. He's not heatproof. Oh, that was a crit. Can a crit kill through heatproof? Pyroar, crit. He is heat proof. No. So he's not heat proof. He is hospitality. So Pyroar is pretty safe to just always lead then. With some extra bulk, and that didn't matter. So, what do I do here? I think I protect. And I think I want to imprison to stop him from protecting his Pokemon. Or I can swap to Liepard. I kind of want Gourgeist to die, though. Kind of want Gourgeist to die doing some damage to the Milotic. His last Pokemon are Mawile, Milotic. He wasn't Intim, was he? I don't think he was Intim on the Mawile. He was probably Hypercutter, in case I ran Intimidate on Staraptor. Sucker Punch. My Colbur Berry's gonna take that pretty well. Yep, I'm good. Kinda hope he Ice Beams. He goes for Muddy Water, which is fine. It's not gonna do much. I might get the accuracy drop, which will suck. Because Poltergeist already isn't very accurate. He does. Am I gonna connect? No, I am not. Oh, I do! Okay, big damage. Is this physically defensive? That's some pretty solid damage. More than I would have expected. For physically defensive. Give it leftovers. Poltergeist did, what, like 60-something? With leftovers, it's at 71. So it is probably... Did, like, what, 36? Okay. Honestly, I kind of think I just rip Heatwave, and I let Mamoswine clean up. Fuck it. I'm gonna go for Poltergeist. He went for Protect. So this Pokemon actually does have Protect. I should take one. I'm reasonably bulky. It's down to 50%. It gets the burn. Just gonna counter the leftovers. Muddy Water's gonna come out. I take it. No accuracy drop, please. If I get an accuracy drop on Pyroar, I will scream. Thank you. It avoided the attack. That's fine. Okay. I want Pyroar to die, I think. Oh, no, I want Gorgeist to die. I want Gorgeist to die. So I go for another Poltergeist. He Sucker Punches? Perfect. Into the wrong Pokemon. Never mind. Not perfect. He Ice Beams. Perfect. He kills it. Cool. Gorgeist is dead. Honestly, fucking perfect. Liepard's gonna come out. What I'm going to do here is, in theory, he could Protect, which would suck. But I should be fine to Hyper Beam and Fake Out. If he protects, I Encore it. Fake Out comes out. Cool. It flinches. And Hyper Beam should pick up the kill on the Milotic from here. Pretty much guaranteed. Yes, sir. Awesome. So from here, what do I want to do? I think I'll go for Sunny Day. He can't Sucker Punch. Just why not? Reveal that I have it. He went for Play Rough into the Liepard, which is honestly perfect for me. Because I outspeed and I can lock him into that, which means I kill with Heat Wave. Because I did not get the accuracy drop, so it's still 95% accurate. This should pick up the kill, right? I Encore it. And Sunny Day Heat Wave should guaranteed kill. Yep, I connect. Bye-bye. A while. Okay. Not bad. I only lost one Pokemon that round. I didn't take anywhere near as many notes. Round 1. Round 2. Win. Didn't take anywhere near as many notes. What can I remember, though? Manectric and Sinistra got fucked in the lead. I think I can pretty safely now lead Pyroar, Liepard. Go for, if he leads Milotic, go for Fake Out. I think he's realized his Sinistra cannot get up Trick Room against my team. I think that is a pretty safe thing to say. I could also Fake Tier Solar Beam, but I think I like this. Mamoswine in the back is always a great answer for the Drampa. Staraptor in the back could also be good into Drampa with close combat, but I think that I'd rather have Mamoswine for other things. In case I have to bring it out early. So, he's already locked in his mons. That was quick. What adjustment is he going to make, is the question. Is he back to Milo lead? He still brought Sinistra. It's Milo Sinistra. Two nervous deep berries doesn't really matter. I'm absolutely clicking the Heat Wave and the Fake Out, right? No reason not to. He withdraws, that's fine. I'm still getting cool chip damage. Intimidate comes out, doesn't matter. I do have to make a choice of Hyper Beaming the Arcanine or killing the Milotic. Unless he protects. He does protect, which means I can Encore Hyper Beam. Can I Hyper Beam? Because then he can get Trick Room up. He doesn't know my last move. That was good damage. I think I Protect Encore. I think Protect Encore is my play. He gets locked into Protect. I get to see what move he's locking his Arcanine into. He's got Arcanine here. That way I don't lock myself into Hyper Beam. I think he thinks he put me in a situation where I have to Hyper Beam, which is not the case. If I ran Scorching Sands here, I could have clicked that instead of Solar Beam, but that was also a thought process that I had at one point in time. Encore comes out. Perfect. Locked into Protect. He locks himself into Flare Blitz, which is great, because I can ignore that. I can actually just kind of freely click Heat Wave here, because he's probably going to get the... Yeah, I think I can pretty freely click Sunny Day Heat Wave, and I'm in a good spot. He's going to withdraw. He still doesn't know that I have Solar Beam. Chicken Nugget comes back out, it's dead. Unless I miss. Sunny Day, boosted, it's dead. Flare Blitz is going to kill Lipard. That's okay. Because I got my important stuff out. Heat Wave here. The Arcanine avoids it, which is fine. Because I'm just not threatened by it. Sinisha is dead. Does he understand that I have Solar Beam? So this is going to be the freest Flare Blitz of his fucking life. Into Viv, unfortunately. Viv could survive, in which case I'm absolutely going to try to put it to sleep. Because I think... Correct me if I'm wrong here, game. But I think Solar Beam into max HP... Oh, I don't have the drops. It's not free, it's not free. I need to... Sleep Powder. He goes into Pyro, he thinks I have Protect. He thinks I have Protect. I do not. Solar Beam comes out. Just gonna do huge damage into the Milotic. Looking for 60s to 70s. That is max HP, no special defense. Sleep Powder comes out. I connect. Milo. So, Milo. Sleep. One turn, which means it could wake up this turn. But I can pretty safely just go for Heat Wave and Pollen Puff. With the Friend Guard up, I should be fine. It's going for the Flare Blitz into the Viv. It's gonna die a horrible death. But the Arcanine should guarantee die here. Oh, it kills itself. Technically, Viv gets that kill. And single target Heat Wave should actually do big damage in the sun. It almost gets the kill. Single target Muddy Water could hurt if it wakes up. It does. Doesn't kill, though. Accuracy drop. No accuracy drop. What is his last Pokemon? This is going to matter a lot. It is the Mawile. I am getting a phone call. I need to protect here, and I need to Earthquake, I think. So Protect comes out. He protects, that's fine. What does the Mawile go for? Also protects. Okay. Now I'm in a trickier spot. I still think I need to try to click Protect and Earthquake. I think double Protect is my best play, because Sucker Punch will kill. Although if he Sucker Punches Pyroar, I still get big damage from Mamoswine into the Mawile. Mega Mawile. Why do I say I have high horsepower on this set? I don't. I have Earthquake. That's a mistake. So I think I actually just click Heat Wave, hoping that he doesn't, So if I swap this to Earthquake, that still has a chance to kill non-bulky. Yeah. I just Heat Wave Earthquake. He gets the double. It is what it is. I don't pick up the kill. He didn't go for Sucker. This Iron Head is probably going to kill me. GG. Play rough. He misses. That's GG. I think I am pretty much guaranteed to win by clicking Earthquake here. That is an incredible game, blank, but unfortunately, I think you need like a Sucker Punch crit. Sucker Punch, 32, Adamant. Yeah, you would need a like Mega Crit. Yep. Earthquake comes out. I secure the kills. I'm getting phone calls, so I need to go. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys all enjoyed. No real post commentary here, but that is going to be my third win in a row. This is the first time that one of my games has gone to game 3, I think. I'm doing pretty well. I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of myself. And I hope you guys are all enjoying watching. So, stay tuned for week 4. I'm not sure who I'm fighting yet, but I hope you guys all enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.